The privilege that is life. Imagine holding a lottery ticket where the odds of you winning seems technically impossible. Now, imagine winning against those odds, not once, but against 400 trillion. Yep, that's the statistical rate of you being born. 400 trillion in one. And yet, against all odds, you're here, living, breathing, thinking, experiencing. If that isn't a privilege, then what is? When we talk about privilege, we talk about it in terms of wealth, status, race, or gender. But what we don't talk about enough is that to simply exist is a privilege in itself, one so obvious but so overlooked. To experience life is a beautiful thing. However, I haven't always been so fond. I've always thought of life as something that I was just simply going through, a list of expectations, responsibilities, and milestones that I just had to check off. Was I truly living or simply existing? We've watched for the entirety of our lives, we've watched time move forward, never backwards, never waiting, yet forgetting how fragile it is, slipping through our fingers at just the brink of time. We sit in a classroom day after day, scribbling down notes, memorizing formulas, trying to make sense of the world around us. We race, some of us racing ahead, finishing the test before the clock even starts to feel real, while the rest stare at the questions, confused, overwhelmed, as panic sets in. Now, what we do here is that I used to think that this phenomenon of existence was really unfair, that some got all the answers right at their tiptoes while the rest were left to struggle. I used to look at others wondering where I'd went wrong, why everyone seemed so ahead when I felt like I was still figuring out how to hold a pen. Even the smallest stars contribute light to the vastness of space, and so do we. But really, we're busy clinging to the idea that we're somehow different, that our pain is unique. It's not, but neither is our joy. We're all connected by the atoms that existed since the beginning of time. The breath you take, it contains particles that has been passed through mountains to ocean and the lungs of people that lived centuries before you did. We humans are so much more than our identities. Yet, sure, the unforgiving nature of this world can be overwhelming at times, it seems, but I'm no different from the students who feels as if they're falling behind. I'm no different from the overachiever chasing perfection. I'm no different from the teachers who wonder if the lesson ever truly made a difference. I'm no different from my next door neighbor laying down, exhausted for another workday. No matter how much our beliefs tend to differ, I'm no different from the birds flying above to the dogs meandering around for food. I'm no different. I'm no different than anyone in this room and outside this room, each with their own burdens and stories to tell. What we think, what we believe, we think that to chase, to ache for more love, more success, more validation. We humans have the tendency of never really appreciating anything until it's truly gone. Poof. We think that everything in this primary, secondary basis, and we forget what's really in front of us. We forget that to simply live is something that we should all take it as in. So ladies and gentlemen, today I ask you, when was the last time you ever truly felt grateful to just simply be present? Thank you for hearing me out. Have a wonderful day.